Hi, this is Francisco Bujan from vitalcoaching.com, and we are talking about breakups for men. The topic for this video is to share simply with you some of the success stories that I keep receiving about the system that I use with breakups for guys. The reason why I want to share this with you is because I have been in Geneva, a couple of months ago, and I was speaking with my brother over there, and he said, these success stories are really amazing. What you are receiving from guys are really testimonials that show that this material works, and you should do something, put it out there so that people know about that. There are so many guys who are looking for solutions and strategies when they break up, and they simply don't know where to go or where to tap to. And the fact that there is a system out there which really works that you can actually use is really something that people should know about. So, I decided to share that with you, and I'm going to show you a little bit what people have been saying about that. I'm right here on my laptop, and this is the sales page for my product. And when you scroll down, there is about maybe 50 testimonial success stories from guys who who have been really thankful and happy to have found this material. So what I'm going to do is simply read a little bit some of those success stories so that you understand a little bit what goes on in these guys' mind and in their lives, and why they actually recover their power when they are using this system. Now I want to say something else. If you are a woman, just keep on listening, because the success stories are very similar from men to women, but right now I decided to focus on men just for this video. And if you are a woman, you go to vitalcoaching.com and you have another system for women, specifically for women. You will see it there on the home page. So I will simply check now a few of the success stories that I received and read them for you so that I can comment a little bit on them and tell you a little bit more about why this specific person did actually get his power back. Before I go, I want to say that if you want to get this material, you just go to vitalcoaching.com. You will see that there is a link for this material on the homepage directly. It's very easy to find, and it's called Breakups for Men, or How to Get Your Power Back After She Breaks Up. So the first testimonial that I received says, what you mention is exactly what happens in real life. Your product is very detailed, it hits the nail right on the head, and what you mention is exactly what happens in real life. And this guy, Marvin, has been listening to the ebook and MP3 audios, and what did strike him precisely is the fact that what I describe, the situations I describe are not, from my imagination. They are actually real life situations, breakup situations, and guys went through them, and I describe actually strategies to deal with these very specific situations. So it makes it all very specific. It's not just general concepts about energy and just looking at somebody and saying things like, well, just try to get over her, try to forget about her. These are just general things, general concepts, general ideas that don't help much. What you want is to have very specific strategies to actually tackle very specific life situations. What you do when you meet her by coincidence? What if she's with a new guy? What if she calls you? What if you have to work together? What if you have children together? What if you are in a divorce process? All these different situations require actually a specific strategy for each one of them, and this is what I cover in in this system, in this material. And Marvin mentions again that there are ebook, MP3s, ebook. Now I'm adding videos as well. There is a forum, there are articles. So it's a whole package, it's a whole system, and you can actually use what you prefer to get your power back. I'm going to read the next success story now. I purchased your material, and in just hours I fell back on my feet. Hello, Francisco. I purchased How to Get Your Power Back After She Breaks Up, and I want to thank you for your valuable coaching and advice. my ex broke up with me a year and a half ago. I went down the downward spiral. The breakup was so sudden and devastating that I didn't know how to recover from it. I had never had to walk through something as painful. And believe it or not, after a year and a half, I was still waiting by the phone. It was really pathetic. I allowed myself to become a wreck. I finally came to my senses and realized that I needed to get some help for my situation. I purchased your material, and in just hours, I fell back on my feet again. I didn't realize that I could reclaim my power and territory back, nor did I have any idea how to start. Your coaching has set off a chain reaction in my situation that will continue to allow me to grow and be energized. Now that I look back on it, it all seems a bit silly. I didn't realize all the pitfalls I was falling into and all the mistakes I was making to take myself lower and lower. Pretty much all the don't do this advice you give, well, I did it at one point. But now I laugh because you have given me the strategy I needed to overcome and feel like a man again. I am truly thankful for you sharing this advice and coaching. I will comment a little bit on this success story because what really strikes me is that this man who has been, in this breakup zone for 1.5 years, right? He has been stuck in this breakup zone, wasting time, energy, probably money, going through lots of pain for 1.5 years. He gets this material and within hours he falls back on his feet. You might say, wow, that's a bit exaggerated, but it's not. The reason why it works is because you need a certain set of strategies. Once you start connecting with the flow of how to actually increase your level of power and get back on track with your life, once you connect with those things, with those strategies, they're actually quite simple. It's not complicated, but you can spend lots of time simply because you don't know where to tap or what direction to go to. So what is really spectacular in this situation is that this man was able to actually shift his balance of power almost instantly with a couple of shifts. And I talk about those shifts, what they are exactly in the program, and I made a couple of promotional videos as well to tell you about it. You can check on my channel for more on that. But for now, I want simply to share with you that because I am really touched first to see that a man who has been in this kind of breakup zone for such a long time can actually shift his balance of power almost instantly and recover his sense of self and fall back on his feet. Okay, I will read just one more, and so that you get a little bit the feeling. I still read it every day. I still read every day your How to Get Your Power Back, which helps me a great deal. Thank you so much for writing a fantastic and helpful book. Now this is quite simple, right? But the key here is that what he says is I still read it every day. The key to get your power back is really repetition. It means that if you apply one strategy one day and then forget about it for the next of the month, then that's not very good. What you have to do is precisely keep on repeating, listening to the audios over and over again over a period of a month. And it doesn't mean that, it's not brainwashing, okay? You just sit down, but every now and then when you need a boost, you feel you need a boost, you can listen to a certain audio a few times really. Read the book, again, you print it, you have it around in your house in a place where you can easily access it. And then you will see that because of the repetition, because you hear the same message a few times, then it starts sinking in and you start actually applying the strategies. I'm running a bit out of time here, but if you want to check the other success stories, go back to the link that I'm going to share with you now and check more than 50 success stories on this topic. And if you are in a breakup situation, don't hesitate, really. This is really a power boost, power kick, and I encourage you to go and check it out. Take care for now. Bye-bye.